Hello, everybody. Welcome to another week of Lord Z's Fantastical Dungeon. I am Lord Z, your host, as always. We're going to start tonight with just a little bit of a recap. We started in the prime material plane with really just Godric and Miss Holly are the only two remaining members of the original crew. Hired on by the city for a crystal. Crystal exploded. Got roped into stopping the crystal, which they now know was holding the evil warlock Soref. Wired in by some wizards to go and stop Soref. The rogue they at one point had with them was like, I like that big crystal they found in his tower in the Shadowfell, and tried to steal it, and it exploded, which threw them into the Astral Sea, where they met Fitz, Willie, and Yerndris. Traipsed around the Astral Sea for a few weeks before finally acquiring a ship and the information needed to get out of there. They made their way to a rift, went through the rift, and through some, I guess depends on which way you look at it, good or bad steering of the ship, Miss Holly, ended up in the Feywild, which could have been a lot worse, but, everybody lived. The ship crashed, though, up here on the northern end of the Feywilds. After the crash, they realized there was a lichen problem going on and discovered a tribe of Herringons. Worked with the Herringons, took a contract to help fix the issue with the lichens so that they could get their ship fixed. Traveled from the ship all the way downriver here, running into Erdan along the way to the cave, killing the spider bitch that was prematurely banished from the Astral Sea. And now they're heading back, and they decided to stop and take a morning to do a little hunting, and ran into Willie's old ship captain, Captain Claus, and his first mate, Nick. And didn't go so well. They got some magical bags that threw them into some interdimensional vortexes, and the only ones left were Hamish, Erdan, and Fitz. And we left you guys at the clearing, knowing which direction the ship is. And yeah, but let's kick it over, do introductions real quick, and then we'll pick it off from there and see what the two of you want to do. So, Max, you get to go first tonight.
Not nice. Hello. I am Max. I play Yindra's Nightclaw and also Hamish, the Shadow Mastiff. And I'm inside of a sack right now, so that's fun.
Could be worse. Jeremy.
First.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I am playing Fitz Chivalry, the Azamar Paladin Werebear, builder of up to code orphanages in my spare time. I also play Sir Fluffybutt, the Deathcore metal unicorn who loves to creeps around with corpses upon his horn.
It's the important one here, by the way.
Right.
If anybody's wondering.
Absolutely.
I'm just a prop to keep Sir Fluffybutt in the game.
I mean, that's not really something you have to worry about, though. You just got to spend an hour casting a spell to bring him back if anything happens.
10 minutes.
I thought it was an hour.
Keep him alive.
No, 10 minutes.
Was it? I knew there was a time on it. I didn't know what the exact time was, but
No, just 10 little minutes.
I gotta look it up. Oh, it is 10 minutes. Look at that. Brad.
Everybody, I'm Brad. I play Ergon, the Torbolg Twilight Cleric that met up with the group here in the Feywild. I guess me and Fitz are going to be mounting a rescue party here, or something along those lines. I did want to point out that I have my little Hamish joining us in honor of the Hamish that's hanging out with Fitz and I right now. So yeah, that's what I got.
All right, Eric.
Hi, I am Eric. I am playing Lily, the barbarian, doing barbarian stuff. I'm currently enslaved somewhere in some sort of astral pocket dimension or some such. Gonna kick some ass. Check it out. That's it.
Pam.
Hi everybody, I am Pam, also known as Miss Holly. I am a half elf sorcerer and I am trying to right now protect my family from whatever comes across us and trying to save our ship, Lyra. And just going through the woods right now and just waiting to see
Well, you're
what
in a
happens
pocket
next.
dimension. You're not going through the woods. But
Well, through the woods in it. Wooting.
last but not least, Mike.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mike. In tonight's episode, I am currently playing Michelangelo. He's a Tortillan monk. Yes, I designed him after the famous Michelangelo from the Ninja Turtles. He's took a vow of silence. Doesn't talk a whole lot. He's currently stashed in that bag with Miss Holly, hoping to get out soon. Um, and depending on the luck of the die, I get to play my other character, Godric. He's a Goliath cleric, essentially a humanoid made of stone. He likes to heal everybody, but right now he's sleeping. Well, I don't think he necessarily sleeps, but he's somewhere else, waiting to come back.
Moving very, very slow in comparison to the rest of the group right now. We figured out at this point. All right, so we are in the clearing. Erdan, Fitz, and Hamish. You guys know the direction that Captain Claus went. You saw the direction that the Red Caps were going, that Hamish was trailing after, and you can just make out that large. We'll call it the tri-ship, because you were able to see that it was three ships connected together, or somebody was at one point. But
Yeah, I was, and I relayed that
yeah,
information.
but you can see the ship above the trees.
Well, isn't this an interesting little spot we found ourselves in?
Quite the little predicament, huh?
Yeah. Well, I guess obviously we're going to the ship. Um, can I move and cast that spell summon speed?
Let me take a look at it. It does require somatic components, which are specific movements, so I'm gonna say no.
Okay, it's going to be in about 10 minutes, Erdan, and then we can go after them.
Sounds good to me. I was going to make the suggestion. I don't know if it's possible we might be too far, but
You will need to come out of your bear form to cast the spell as well.
you know what? While he's doing that, Erdon is going to go into prayer to Saloon, asking for a blessing to help them find their rest of their party mates. But before he does that, since he has his speech of, I forget what it's called, speech of
Beast and Leaf.
He's going to quickly look at the plants that are around him and ask very politely for them to. I'm trying to think of how to specifically word this because I know they can't communicate back to me. Try to pass a message along to the rest of the Lycans to have them come towards the ship and possibly meet them at the ship if possible. I know he's not going to understand if there's a response or not, but he's going to do that and then go into a prayer while Fitz does his thing.
Okay. Now, are you actually casting a spell for that prayer, or are you just praying?
No, I'm just saying a prayer, just a blessing.
Okay. Roll just a straight D100 for me. And Fitz, did you hear me about you'd have to come out of beast form to cast Fine Steed?
Yes, which is fine because I think this hour is probably almost over after all the hunting.
You probably got like 30, 40 minutes left.
Well, how far away is this ship? I mean, how long
It's
are we going to be?
it's a ways out. Make perception or investigation check.
Give him guidance on that if possible.
I don't know why that rolled that twice.
Roll a d4 as well there for me, Jeremy. Okay, yeah, you're good. Even with the 8, you would have been good with that d4. So, you best guess, maybe a half day's march. So like half speed between a walk and a jog. Take you a half day to get there. It's still morning-ish. It's a little later in the morning by now. But if you guys took off and devoted everything to getting there, you'd be there lunchtime, a little after lunchtime.
Okay, well let's just run while our forms are still up, and then once they drop, then we can we'll summon for Sir Fluffy Butt.
I was going to say, I'm not informed just yet.
Okay. Yeah, you guys move along and stop to say your prayers, talk to the plants, summon Sir Fluffy Butt. And then continue on. Is there anything else you guys want to do while you're moving?
Do we need to take care of Hamish and all? I forget.
You did a little bit of healing on him at the end of last week. He's not looking horrible, but he's seen better days.
I don't know if it's what do you think, just move on? At least go get eyes on it?
I think so, yes.
Okay. Let's do that then.
While you guys are traveling, Eric, Willie is still in his astral prison, so to speak. Very much bogged down by the forces and the energy and the astral storm that's come through to where he is being bombarded with that radiation and energy. Roll a wisdom save for me. Oh, with the natty 1 -1. So you are going to take 14 points of radiant damage there, and you're going to continue getting bombarded.
I disagree, but alright.
And Michelangelo, Yerndris, and Miss Holly, you guys are still in that void. You are there with each other, but you're just kind of in a weightless black void. If there's anything you want to do or say to each other while you're there.
Really gonna do an action, but I am just gonna scream at the top of my lungs.
Okay. Sounds like a plan then. All right, so back over to Erdan and Fitz. You guys run through the forest. You were, for anybody watching the stream, they were about here when they set the camp and started their hunting day. And the ship is over about there. So Erdan and Fitz had to run from about here down. Yeah, there we go. But eventually, a little after lunchtime, you guys do get to a clearing. It's not the greatest map. I apologize. Give me just a second. I'll put you guys on it and share it.
Have we seen any sign of all those red caps that went running in front of us?
Make a survival check.
I'll give him guidance.
Okay.
Skills, survival.
Yeah.
Or there could be like some really easy, simple way to get there, and we just run right past it.
No, I mean, you can see the ship as you're running, so not really too difficult to follow. You kind of have an idea, assuming that that's the ship they're going to. Of course, you haven't really discerned that for sure. But yeah, you're able to follow tracks as you go along, and it's definitely taking you straight towards the ship. When you get to this clearing, I'll share the map now. Big black void. You guys are on the far right. But when you get to the clearing, you can see this tri-ship. It is literally 3 ships boarded and planked together into one massive ship. Go ahead and make a perception check, both of you.
I'll give myself guidance on that.
Okay.
But you didn't waste that guidance on me.
Perception 19. Okay. So Fitz, you can see the ship, and you can see these red caps here. Not really sure what they're doing, but you can definitely see them. You guys can't see on top of the ship. It's too high up. It's maybe 150 feet up off the ground. So just because of the angle, you guys can't see anything going on deck. But Erdan, you are able to see these red caps, and they are hooking up these cages to a crane system that is pulling them up and loading them through a side hatch into this smaller portion of the ship.
So Erdon's going to turn and look at Fitz.
Hold on a second. In the cages, you see a variety of creatures. Being from the Feywild, you would recognize that these creatures are not sentient beings. They're wildlife, so to speak. Give me 1 second, I'm checking my notes here. So yeah, they're loading them in through a side hatch in the side of the smaller portion of the ship. And you can see that the anchor is dropped through the side of the main portion of the ship on the larger section. You also see a platform looking device, which you would assume would be for them once they're done loading the cages to get back up into the ship. Now go ahead.
So Erdon's he's gonna relay all the information that he sees here about the cages, the platform, and the anchor to Fitz, and kind of point out what he sees, the red caps, and he's gonna let Fitz know that he recognizes the beasts in the cage as being beasts from the Feywild, but not necessarily the sentient beings like you were talking about. And he's gonna let Fitz know that he doesn't. Or actually, I should ask: Did he see any signs of our party members, or at least the bag that they were in?
Nothing. All you can see are the red caps, the cages, and the platform.
No.
Actually, we don't even know that yet, do we?
Right.
I didn't think about that.
You're aware of red caps. And the last thing Claus said to you before he took off was, "I'll see you back at the ship, boys." But there's nothing definitive that they are here at this time.
Okay.
Other than Hamish isn't exactly running off, so.
Fair.
Because you know Hamish would run off too. Yirndris.
Fair.
Very loyal puppy.
So
When you look at Hamish, he is pointing like a hunting dog point. He's pointing at the red caps in the ship.
Good boy, Hamish. Good boy.
He's on it. He's on the mark.
So yeah, just relay all that information to Fitz, but also tell him all the signs are pointing that they're here. But Erdon just doesn't see where they are. He can only see so much.
You guys would know. I will remind you because it hasn't come into play a lot. Hamish has a collar on with the giant word for speak inscribed on the inside of it, and if you speak that word, it lets him communicate with you for 1 hour once per day. That is an item you guys got that all of you would be aware of. It just hasn't come into play.
Gotcha. Yeah, Erdon's going to look at Fitz and say, I think Hamish is trying to tell us something. But I don't think Erdon knows the word, does he?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the word is inscribed on the inside of the collar. So you don't speak giant, but you can speak that word because it's there.
Isn't giant a Furbolg natural language?
I think it is, actually.
I don't know.
They are a giant.
I don't think it necessarily is, but...
I also feel like Yindris would have told them that this is the word that Hamish
Yeah, no.
used in order to speak.
There was definitely conversation about it. I mean, real world, I think it was like 2 months ago at this point. So
I just don't remember if Erdon was there when they had that conversation.
I don't remember exactly when y'all got the collar.
Well, whether you were or not, Fitz was.
Yeah.
So Fitz would definitely know it. Because I remember us discussing it as a group.
Yep.
I would say, Erdon would look at Fitz and say, Hamish is trying to tell us something.
I guess I will say the magic word to allow me to speak to him.
Stupid. Wait, hold on one second. Let me... Right.
Good in character.
No, I had to double check what his intelligence level is.
For some reason, I think he should sound like Droopy Dog.
Yeah, I'm going for a Scruff McGruff kind of thing here. Leave me alone. I'm not a voice actor. Mom. Need mom.
Hey, and can you point the direction Mom's in?
He needs dad. I am a man.
Oh,
Thank you very
I'm
much.
sorry. I keep fucking that up.
Oh, Maybe he doesn't know that.
Maybe he feels you're very nurturing and motherly.
To clarify, Fitz, he wasn't talking to you when he said that. He was, as you said the command word to activate the collar, that's what he was saying, being pointed at the ship.
Okay, I see. All right, that's fair. Hamish, buddy, where's your dad? Can you point to him?
There. Gnomes.
No, Hamish, let's not be racist. Those are red caps. That's okay to hate them.
It tastes good. More.
All right. Yeah, sure.
Dad.
Let's get you some more.
There's Dad. Dad's this way. He's over there. He came here. He's over there.
Well, Erden, I've already summoned Fluffy, right?
Yeah, he's here. He's right next to you.
Okay, just making sure.
Clean.
Didn't want to assume.
No goblins on the unicorn horde.
No, he died last episode, so he is fresh and clean right now.
And he's hating every moment of it.
Got some mud on his hooves from running through the Feywild to start.
Fair enough.
So what are you guys doing?
Well, Erden, do you think we should Hulk out before we start charging over there? Or, I mean, it's not like it's going to be a surprise since... Well, I guess unless they didn't notice us as they ran away.
Has there been any sign that they've noticed us?
They are just going about their business. They are loading those cages.
Better yet, I should ask this. Does it look like they're in the I know they're loading the cages, but does it look like they're in the process of, like, buttoning up the ship to leave, per se?
Yeah, I mean, as far as you can tell, they're loading cages onto the ship, and there's nothing else on the ground.
So no indication that they're going to be staying for any period of time?
No, it looks like they're packing up.
Okay. The only thing I would say to Fitz, Erdon's going to look at Fitz and say, I'm the leader of, well, I'm supposed to be the leader of a peaceful tribe. Obviously, we've seen that Erdon can do some crazy stuff lately, but he's not familiar with, tactical experience. I mean, you need to tell Fitz if you really want to, smash and grab, he's down for that, but he's going to kind of defer to Fitz and see what Fitz's suggestion is on what kind of tactic should be used.
I think in this case, we are going to be best served. I mean, Jacob, did you say that we saw the bag that we were looking for or anything like that?
So you guys aren't aware of any bag. The only thing you're aware of is the box that Willie got trapped in.
That's what I was trying to get at earlier. Sorry.
Oh, right. And he was with the captain that flew.
Correct, because you guys split the party and broke the number one cardinal D&D rule. So it was two separate things going on, but you as a player are aware of what happened in both scenarios, but you as a character are only aware of what happened to you, which is Willie got trapped in a box and Claus took off with it.
Oh, okay. Right. That's right.
And then Hamish showed up and made you guys aware that everybody else got taken. So yeah, you would be aware of the bag now that you can talk to Hamish.
Well, Hamish would have to relay that information.
I think we had a very, very brief moment at the end of last week about the collar, which I really got to start recapping old episodes.
I have all my notes, so if you need references, I got notes.
I think the way you guys played it is you pieced together that since Hamish was alone and chasing the red caps, something went down, probably similar to what you went through, and he wouldn't be chasing them because you've never known him to run off, and you've known him for a while now. That he wouldn't be chasing after them if something hadn't happened to Hamish, and it just happened to be the same, or to Yurndris, and it happened to be the same direction you needed to go for Willie. So you're working on the assumption that something happened to the rest of the party, but you know at a minimum something happened to Willie and Yurndris. That's leading you to this ship.
Y'all didn't even stop to see if Miss Holly was hurt. Y'all just followed the dog. See how you are?
Hey,
Okay.
it's you are man's best friend, okay?
First of all, I will have you know that Hamish would not have come running to us if there was anyone else back there. Especially not Miss Holly. I also have a lot of faith that Miss Holly, if she was still back there, would be a corpse, not injured. She doesn't give up like that.
So what are we doing? What's the plan, boys?
I am gonna bear out. Erden?
Oh, sorry, I heard you saying I was going to bear out, and I was just kind of listening to what you were going to do.
That was it. I was bearing out and kind of looking over to you like, are we gonna put on the monkey suit or?
No, I don't know. Erdon he's kind of wanting to climb that chain. He's just debating on whether he should monkey out or not. I mean, how long does that last for? An hour, right?
An hour, yeah.
I mean, it's going to be hard for him to kind of sneak around. I mean, he's going to look at Fitz and say, "Are we going all out or what?"
I don't know if you've seen the Deathcore unicorn right there. Quiet is not his thing.
That works for me.
You also know, though, that he is, for all intents and purposes, an enchantment. Or a conjuration.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Erdon is again going to, because I'm guessing we're still in somewhat cover. They don't know we're there yet.
Yeah, you guys are tucked into the trees. They haven't noticed you to this point yet.
So Erdon again is going to ask for the plant's help in trying to summon the rest of the lichens to their aid, and he's going to beg and plead with them and just kind of tell them that, you know, whether one of this works or not, he's glad that he's able to even be able to relay this to them, as he kind of just puts his hand on one of the trees, and then right after that, he's just going to give Fitz a little bit of a head nod, and he's just going to Hulk out into his ape form, and you're just going to see the white hair start sprouting from him as he starts to change and grow into his form.
Roll a D100 for me. 99. You place a hand on the tree and speak your words of desire to it and your words of thankfulness to it. And as you do so, you have a moment where you kind of realize even if they were able to get word to your tribe is a full day's travel away from you. And as wishful thinking as it is, unlikely that they can be of assistance.
It was worth a shot, right?
But if you're going to ape out or bear out, go ahead and drop your effects on yourself.
So
And
is that the...
it's
Is that the...
underneath the form, there should be an effect button, and you just drop that on your token or on your character in the party sheet.
Okay.
But I need to know what you guys are doing. Are you...
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm aping out. Sorry, I dropped it on
Okay,
myself.
I got that. But are you charging in? Or are you going to try and sneak on board? What are you guys planning here?
So I'm going to suggest to Fitz that we don't split up too much. However, I don't know. I mean, if he wants to make a ruckus, because that's what it sounds like. Actually, let me ask you, Fitz, you sound like you would like to make a ruckus. Where would you like to make a ruckus?
Do you see those 4 red caps?
I do.
I think Fluffy Butt would like to wear them on his horn, so we're gonna go over there and make a bunch of noise.
Erdon will shake his head in acknowledgement, and he will say, I will be right there with you.
Alright, so, me and Sir Fluffy Butt, and I'm assuming Hamish, and Brad are all going to start heading for red cap number 1.
Okay. When you guys leave the tree line, so the tree line is about there.
See, is anyone else on the map, is it all black with like a little, with the boat and the red caps? Or do I need to reload it?
It's where you guys are, it's black.
Okay.
You're going to want to zoom out if you can't see your tokens.
Yeah.
No, I can see the tokens.
No, it's black. It's like I apologized about the map for that exact reason.
Okay, I wanted to make sure I didn't need to reload the map.
Nope, you're good. If you can see anything of the ship, you're good. All right, so you guys are at the edge of the tree line, standing right there. You will get 1 surprise round if you are just charging in, which it sounds like that's the plan. If that's the case, go ahead and roll initiative for the 4 of you.
What I would like to do, if I'm understanding what Fitz is doing, is as Fitz charges in, Erdon would like to see if he can swoop around to the side. I don't know. You were talking about there's that lift that's over here. I don't know if he can kind of come around to the side, or if they're going to see him doing that.
The lift is this U shape right here, and they would definitely see you, like they're walking around that. I really anywhere in this clearing they would see you.
All right, fuck it, Fitz. Let's go fuck some shit up.
I'll draw. This is your tree line right here. So anything on the ship side of that line is open space.
Yeah, Fitz, I was going to give you advantage on that before you roll. My bad.
Fitz, you can still roll a d4. And no, you can't give guidance on initiative rolls.
No, but he has a Vigilant Blessing, which allows
Okay.
the creature that he touches to make an advantage roll the next initiative roll.
Perfect. Okay, so just roll initiative again then, Fitz. We'll take the higher of the 2. And then have Hamish roll initiative as well. And Erdan, you roll it. Fitz, I will put you down for 8.
I tried, Fitz. It's a little hard.
It's all
I'm
right.
so sorry.
Okay. We need initiative for Hamish, if you would please, Max. Beautiful. Okay, so the way this will work with Hamish is, Max, you will control Hamish, but they take direction from either Fitz or Erdan, whoever gave instruction last. I would say Fitz in this case, because he's the one who's talking to him, or been talking to him. But you'll control the character.
Good plan.
But we will start top of the order. You guys will get one surprise round. Erdan, you're up first.
All right. So let's see here. Can I ask a real quick question? What time of day it is?
It's a little after lunchtime.
That's right. Okay. Cool. So Erdon is he's gonna. Wow, that's a big distance.
Right.
Shoot. If I'm not much.
So there's no other cover
There's
once we're out of the tree line?
no cover between you guys and the ship.
Okay. Alright, just wanted to make sure.
To clarify real quick, I think the last time you and I talked about it, Euron can still cast spells, but only ones that have verbal components, no somatic or material components, right?
I thought it was only cantrips while you're beast form.
Oh, only cantrips. Okay. Nope, that's actually what I was looking for, so that's perfect.
Yep. Only cantrips for both of you while you're beast formed.
Okay. So he is going to go.
That does not count towards your innate abilities. So like Fitz, you could still use lay on hands while you're in beast form because that's a paladin ability. It's not a spell. You can still use abilities, you just can't cast a leveled spell while you're beast formed.
I'm just gonna dash forward, so that'll put me at 60.
You could dash up to 80 as an action. Your movement speed while you're shaped is 40 feet.
Oh, it's only showing up as 30.
On your character sheet, it's going to say 30. If you look under the details of the effect, it'll say note speed 40 feet, climb 40 feet. So while you're wild shaped, you have to look at the effect. If there's nothing in the effect about what you're looking for, then you go off of whatever your normal character stat is.
Alright, so he's gonna go there, and I don't think I have anything that could reach out and touch them just yet. So that's about all I got for that round.
There's 60 feet. I don't know what cantrips you have.
If there's one that's within 60 feet, Toll the Dead should reach it.
Sacred Flame reaches 60. Toll the Dead reaches 60. Yeah, so you could still hit one with a cantrip.
Okay. Let's hit one. That's for Red Cap 1, right?
Whichever one you want. There's 4 of them.
Okay. We're going to go with Red Cap 1, and he's going to try to smack him with Toll the Dead.
He fails. Go ahead and roll damage. It's going to be the smaller of the 2 die.
Alright, and then that'll end my turn. Thanks for that.
Just so you guys can see him up close. Alright. Hamish is up next. He hasn't received instruction yet, so he can do whatever he wants here. He does need to roll a d4 at the start of his turn, though.
Is he hidden in the shadows?
Currently, yes, but as soon as he steps out of those trees, he will not be.
He's gonna use his shadow blend and just do that for now until he's given an instruction.
Okay, so just hang out where he is and be invisible.
Yep.
Okay. The red caps are very surprised seeing this giant ape come barreling out of the woods. Sir Fluffy Butt.
He's gonna move ahead 80. He won't use his full dash.
Okay.
Just most of it. And that's all he'll do.
All right, and then Fitz.
Fitz is gonna use a dash action to get up there. And, you know, as I'm running away, I'm gonna be, you know, gonna slap in the back of my leg like, hey, Mitch, come.
Okay. That's it for you?
That's it for me.
All right. Erdan.
He stepped out. And he's running back in.
He's got a headset
I was
on.
right here. Woo! Yeah, almost made that mistake twice.
When was the last time you ran that fast, Brad?
Oh, real funny. Actually, today. But that's another story for another time. Okay, so let me see here. 40 feet.
There was
I'm gonna,
cake in the break room again, wasn't there?
we'll give it out the secret.
He said it, not me.
Okay, he's gonna get up there. I'm pretty sure it just put a hole in my wall too.
You really came back.
I'm gonna hit this little numbnuts here, red cap too, with Toll the Dead, since they're still just a little bit out of my range.
He fails. Roll damage.
Damn, this thing is working for me today.
If that is the same one as last time, you get to roll the big die now.
No.
It's not. You rolled it on a different one. So roll the small
I only
die.
see 3 of them. I don't even see the first one anymore.
Yeah, there's one missing.
Yep.
Oh, they're
That's okay.
all there on my end.
Yeah, I'm seeing 3,
Close.
2, and 4.
Close the map and reopen it.
Yeah, I'm still only seeing 3.
Yeah, I'm still just seeing 3.
Which ones are you seeing?
3, 2, and 4.
How about now?
I'm still only seeing 3, 2, and 4. And they're only showing.
I see 5 on the combat tracker, but he's not on the map.
Yeah, I just took 1 off and put 5 on.
Not where Erdan is currently standing, is it?
No. He's 10 feet away from Erdan. Oh, fuck it. It ain't gonna make a difference. I'll just take them off. There, 2, 3, and 4 are the only 3 you see.
Okay, cool.
You cast a cantrip. Anything for your bonus action?
No, nothing for my bonus action at the moment.
All right, Hamish.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to have to stop you on that one. Because if he damaged red cap number 1, and he aimed for the same one that he had actually damaged,
He didn't, though. He aimed for a different one.
that's because the one he originally aimed for is no longer on the map. So that first attack that he did,
Fair.
that damage goes with nothing?
No, I got you. Brad, roll 2d12 in the chat box for me.
Oh, look at that. I figured out how to do multiples.
And you got a good roll. Fuck you.
Look, I'm just happy I'm learning how to use this system after 3 months of playing.
There you go. All right. So I gave you the big die damage onto that one.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Now Hamish is up. Start with a d4, please. Two. He is at 3 ferocity points. And what would he like to do?
He is gonna go move up to Fitz, because Fitz called him.
He could dash 80 feet up to right next to him.
Works. That'll work.
And he's no longer invisible because there's no shadow.
Sounds like a plan, Sam.
All right.
Stan is the man, okay?
Red Cap 2, being hit twice by Toll the Dead, is going to shriek out with a "Rah! Monsters!" Kind of looking up over his shoulder with his hands up to try and get some noise up to the ship. Number 3. This map's retarded, I'm sorry. Gonna come barreling towards you.
And there went number 3. Disappeared off the map when you moved it.
Oh, hold on a second, I'll put it back.
Could it have something to do with moving them into the black area?
Is he back?
Yep, yeah.
It's got to do with him moving into the black area. Because number 1 was in the black area. But he's going to run up and take a kick at you. And you fail to get out of the way. You take some bludgeoning damage. And he knocks your large ass prone.
Oh, pin kickers, man.
Being prone, number 4 runs up. I know he's not right next to you, but he runs up next to you. And he is going to start slashing at you with his sickle. First attack hits. Second attack misses. Third attack misses. So 1 round of damage. That's 2d4 plus 4 for 8. And that is his turn. Sir Fluffy Butt.
For Fluffy Butt, gonna move up to there. Am I within striking distance of number 4?
Yeah.
Okay, it was just showing me like 10 foot.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a gap between y'all, but you would have been able to get right next to him. Hits. Hits.
So he gives them the hoof and the horn.
Alright, and then you're up, Fitz.
Alright. I'm gonna come up here.
You get flanking right there. Or no, you don't get flanking right now because Erdan is prone.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, I'll still hit him. Alright, so we're gonna make him realize he's a big meanie. And that he needs to stop picking on my friend.
Hits.
And then we're gonna tell him again.
That
and he will learn his lesson.
will do it. Hack and slash, and he goes down. Is that it for your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
That would be everything I can do.
Willie, Michelangelo, Miss Holly, and Yerndris. I need all of you to roll wisdom saving throws for me.
Dirty 20.
11.
You would make it hard on me.
Isn't that a nat
You asked for it.
again?
That is a nat 20. That is exactly what that is.
You asked for it.
I know I did.
Be careful what you ask for.
Yeah.
What happened to being my sack sister? Come on.
I'm trying, man, but you can't
You
get
just-
those 20.
You gotta roll out of the sack? So mean.
It's not my fault, but 11 is a lucky number, though, so. Not enough, maybe, for our DM over here, but.
Pam, right off the bat, go ahead and roll initiative.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. You find yourself thrust through a portal. The same feeling you had when you got sucked into the bag. And you find yourself in a small room with a table, chair, bedroll, and Nick, the weird tiefling-looking demon that sucked you into the bag.
Can I punch him in the face?
When it comes around to your turn, you can do whatever you want. For right now, we are back to the top of the order. Oh, I'm sorry. As you get thrown out of the bag, you just hear him say, "Nothing has escaped my sack of wonders in quite some time. You must be quite powerful." You do see a door.
That's why we're going through this.
Say that one more time.
So he can't get a date, and that's why we got to go through this.
Yeah, some people, you know. Okay.
You do see when you pop out of the bag, you are right next to a door. Just
Okay.
FYI. Erdan, your
The
turn.
little thing, it's the door, the little wooded thing. Okay.
Yeah, just underneath you there. Yep.
Yeah, got it. Okay.
So I've never had to deal with the prone condition.
It is half your movement speed to stand up. Is how that
If
works.
I just stand up, though, is that an action or no?
No, it's half your. So right now, in shape form, you have 40 feet of movement speed. It costs 20 of that to stand up. So if you wanted to move and stand up this turn, you'd only be able to move 20 feet.
Okay. I just want to stand up because I think Red Cap 4 is probably well within my grabbing distance.
He is. I just can't move him any farther because of the map.
Yeah, no worries. So Erdon's going to stand up and notice that Mr. Fluffy Butt, or Sir Fluffy Butt, is standing right next to him. And he's going to remember that Fitz said that Sir Fluffy... Go ahead.
That's right. It's Sir Fluffy Butt. He didn't spend 6 years as a horse squire to be called Mister.
Again, Erdon's going to remember that Fitz said that Sir Fluffy Butt likes to impale his enemies with his horn. So Erdon is going to reach over and grapple or grab Redcap 4
Okay.
and try to, basically, I'm assuming he's bigger than these little gnome
Oh, yeah.
things.
These guys are tiny and you're large, so they're like barely up to your knee right now.
Yeah. So he would like to grapple and pick him up and just slam him against Mr. Fluffy Butt's horn.
Against Mr. Fluffy Butt. Okay. So,
Impaling him, if that makes sense.
roll a strength check first.
Are you planning on using my unicorn as an impaling implement?
Talk to me about 30 seconds when we do this, and I'll let you know.
Okay, so you are able to grapple him. Make another strength check for me, because it'll be an improvised weapon attack. Dirty, yeah, okay. Fitz, make a horn attack against Redcap 4, and then Erdan, what is your strength modifier?
My strength modifier is +5.
Okay, so make the horn attack, and then I will add an additional 5 to it. No, you don't have to roll the hit, just roll the damage, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I thought he was like moving his head to help.
High numbers. With the
So
5.
Yes, that's what I was trying to do.
And that is enough to do it. So you swoop down, grab this red cap by both feet in one hand, and just like turn and swing him, headbutting onto Sir Fluffybutt's horn. And he's just like person who fell off the roof onto a pike, just like. I need Sir Fluffybutt to roll a Constitution saving throw. Sorry, Strength saving throw.
Is he within?
Not of you, no, he's not.
Okay.
It's more than enough to do it, though. You said your modifier, Erdan, was +5?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sir Fluffybutt will take half of the impact damage he would have taken for 5 damage. Just from the shock and force of this red cap being swung at him.
Erdan's gonna reach over and just kind of stroke Sir Fluffybutt, and he doesn't know if Sir Fluffybutt understands this, but he's just gonna say, "Ooh, sorry, my friend."
Yeah, you heard like the neck pop a little bit as you slammed him down. You're like, ooh, my bad. All right, is that it for your turn?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I think that's my action.
Right.
I don't have any bonus actions that I would like to take, so yeah, I think that's it for me.
All right. Hamish, start with that D4, please.
My computer not today.
Two more points. You're up to 5 ferocity now.
I'm going to move up next. How far can I move? 40 feet?
40 feet, yeah.
40 feet, okay. I'm gonna move right in between these boys. And then I'm going to do nothing.
All right.
Is number 4 still alive?
No, he is very much dead and impaled.
Okay. Alright, I was just curious about that.
Yeah, no, he looks like he fell off a 10-story building onto one of those metal fences in New York and is just, nope.
Nice.
Pam, it's your turn.
Becca says hi to everybody.
Hi, Becca.
Becca.
We'll come back to Pam in a second. I don't know where she went. This one, he ain't having it. He is gonna turn and shout again. Intruders! Intruders! I don't know what the fuck's going on! Sir Fluffybutt, your turn. Go ahead and do what you're gonna do. I'm gonna go find Pam. I don't know where she went.
kill this noisy motherfucker.
Do it. Do it. Like Vlad the Impaler status.
So you'll notice when I think there's a chance I'm gonna kill him, I always do the hooves first, but this guy's already heavily damaged.
I found Pam. She was taking a shit.
That's excusable.
No, it's not.
Hey, you gotta shit, you gotta shit. It is what it is.
You know what?
Hoof got him looking rough, like dislocated jaw, fucked up shoulder. Horn hits.
Or an impalement.
For an impalement, that does it for him. All right.
What else is about to get impaled?
We are going to take a break from that for a second. We are going to jump back to Miss Holly.
Hi. I'm gonna slap. That's what I said I was gonna do. So I'm gonna slap Nick.
You're just going to slap him?
Really hard though. Like this is not just like a. This is like a
Okay.
very big.
So you
Like if you
Like,
wanted a
like
date.
she's gonna summon a firebolt in her palm and
Yeah.
slap him with it.
Can I do something like that?
if you hold on a second. Let me look at your character sheet here.
Actually, is there
Like a really bad
a
slap.
big,
It's not like
heavy
a slapping
metal
you.
gauntlet
You.
anywhere?
Come on, you kept me in a fucking bag.
Like Robin Hood Men in Tights kind of slap.
I knew where you were going with it.
Challenge you to a duel.
I'll allow it with a condition. Okay, so you got to step
Okay.
over here to do it, obviously, away from the door.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a strength check.
Okay. Oh, it's gonna suck.
It didn't suck.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, now roll just a straight d20 for me.
You know.
You're the one who wanted to play a wild magic sorceress, so...
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and roll firebolt damage against him.
Oh, I love it. Yes, like.
This is situational. This is not something you will be able to do all the time. No, firebolt, not fireball.
Oh, sorry, I got too excited with the fire.
It's okay.
My bad.
You didn't drop the damage on him, so go ahead and do it again.
Oh, it's a little slap.
So you rear back and go to slap him across the face. Roll a d4 for me. Slap him across the face. You can see just a slight bit of red on his gray ashy cheek where you slapped. And as you slapped, you see the boom of the fire as it exploded out of your hand. But when you look at his cheek post-slap, you don't see any singe. You don't see any burn. Like, there's no indication that a firebolt did anything to him
That's not good.
when you slapped him.
How is he looking at me?
Like his favorite
Look,
Christmas present?
look at the stream, Pam. You got to see my face.
I think we have a first date. That's all I'm gonna say.
Look,
We have a first
look at
date.
the stream, Pam. You got to see my face.
You're delayed, so I can't really see your face like.
Oh yeah, you're his favorite Christmas present. He can't wait to
Oh, I
open
love
that.
it. Oh, he's going for that.
He can't wait to open you up on Christmas morning.
I got it. I got it. He's my new boo. He's my new boo.
He's
Okay.
my new boo.
He's my new boo. Okay.
He's like, this is where we're going? Alright.
Holly's excited.
We're going to keep initiative order for the time being. Fitz, you are up. As far as you know, you are not in combat currently.
That, that little thing right here.
That's Fluffy Butt, not Fitz.
Right.
But that thing, that's the lift.
Is that big enough for Fluffy Butt?
By himself. It would be big enough for you, Erdan, and Hamish in human forms, or not shaped forms, rather. But Sir Fluffy Butt, or either of you while shaped, would have to take it individually.
You said those cages have chains on them?
So the cages are standard metal construction, and they have like rings, like quad point rings on the top of them. And the crane coming out of the side of the ship drops a rope down with 4 hooks on it that hook into the top of the cage.
Are any of them hooked right now?
No. The chain is currently free hanging.
Is it down far enough we'd be able to reach it?
Yeah, it's waiting to get hooked up.
Are you gonna airlift Sir Fluffy Butt?
Well, I figured we could just climb the chain up there, and then when we get up there, just turn on the lift thing and let it bring him up.
Fair. I'm thinking that we should. You said these cages are full of Feywild animals, correct?
The one cage that is still on the ground does have 3 deer-like creatures in it.
The rest are on the ship, correct?
Yeah, the rest of... There were 5 cages when you first got there, and in the time it took you guys to figure out what you're going to do and execute it, they loaded 4 of them. There's only 1 left.
I'm gonna say Ergon's gonna have a soft spot for the creatures, and he's going to. I guess I should ask first. How is the cage secured? So I can figure out how I want to do this.
Closed and latched. There's no lock on it. You just got to break open the latch.
Okay. So Ergon's gonna break open the latch and let these Feywild animals free.
I need you to hold on that because Nick has a turn after Fitz.
Okay.
Like I said, we're going to stay in initiative order, but for the moment, you guys are quote-unquote out of combat.
My bad.
It's all good.
I am gonna grab a hold of that rope with the 4 hooks, and start climbing up to the ship.
Okay. So you're going to start climbing. That'll put you... Let's see, your climb speed is 30, 10 to get over to it. Are you going to use your action to dash up the rope?
You know what? Now that I think about it, I am going to, what the hell is that? Is that thing we talked about that I can fly?
You can fly. Somebody remind me.
For 1 minute, for long rest, because of,
An item.
no, it's a Azamar thing at 3rd level.
Oof. An ASMR thing at 3rd level.
The light or necrotic shroud or radiant soul. Celestial revelation.
I don't see that on your character sheet at all.
No, we talked about it on a chat thing on Messenger, and I don't think we ever updated my.
What did you say it was?
Celestial revelation.
Give me 2 seconds. I already got it
found it.
pulled up.
I found it. When you reach 3rd level, choose one of the revelation options below. Thereafter, you can use a bonus action to unleash the celestial energy within yourself, gaining the benefit of that revelation. Transformation lasts for 1 minute or till the end of it as a bonus action. Once you transform using your revelation below, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest.
Yep, and you do extra radiant damage equal to your proficiency bonus for the duration. So yep, that's a thing.
That's Radiant Soul.
That's one that flies.
Yep,
That's, yeah, the flying is one of the variations of it.
he's got to pick one. Since he hasn't used one before, then he could say different Radiant whether he did or not.
You want to do the wings and...
Yeah, because I mean that's what we talked about.
Okay.
I think it was back when we were fighting the spider bitch. Realized that I had that option at that point. Well, after we killed her.
Okay. So you activate your celestial lineage and these wings pop out of your back. I'll let you describe how they look. For the next, I think it's minute. I don't know. I didn't look up exactly. You have a flying speed equal to your walking speed. And you do whatever your proficiency bonus is in radiant damage on top of your attacks once per turn.
Perfect.
That will get you almost up to the opening. You're 80 feet up in the air. You're still about 20 feet shy of the side opening into the ship.
I am actually. I'm still under the ship, or.
Yeah, you're still like below the opening. You're not directly underneath the hull per se.
I'm gonna angle myself so as I'm going up to so that I'm kind of hidden by the curve of the hole there.
Okay, so you want to get like under it and then come up.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
I just don't want to have a big furry target. So if somebody sticks a cannon down that way, goes, oh, look.
Okay, so that'll get you 50 feet in the air. You're 40 feet from the opening. So regular movement on your next turn, you'd be able to get into the ship.
Okay, perfect. That was my plan. Perfect.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
Nope, that should be more than enough.
All right. Over to Nick. He, just being slapped by Miss Holly, looks down on you. And you stupid bitch. And kind of reaches back behind his head and slashes down with a handful of chains. You seeing that first throw, you're able to dodge and get out of the way. As he comes back up with them, though, you're not as lucky. You take some slashing damage. And after the sting, you realize that the chain has your arms wrapped, and you are currently restrained.
Kind of look at him and say, Kinky, talk dirty to me.
As you say that, this long snake-like tongue comes out of his mouth and just runs from your neck up to the top of your head. He goes, "Good."
Good. We have a date.
Now it's your go, Erdan.
Love it.
Okay. So
Sorry.
first thing that-
I'm sorry. I keep doing this to you. I'm sorry. As you start to do whatever you're about to do, you hear a loud clanking noise coming from the ship, and you can see that the anchor is starting to get reeled in. Go ahead.
Me or Dan?
Erdan. It's his turn right now.
So the first thing he's going to do is he's going to let out the deer creatures real quick,
Okay.
set them free, and then he is Hamish following Fitz, or nobody's really given him...
Since Fitz went airborne, he looks up at him for a moment, and now he's looking at you.
Okay, so I'm going to...
Oh, I'm sorry. He can talk currently. He looks at you and goes, "Huh? Gotta get Dad. Where are we going?"
So I'm going to summon Hamish over to the lift.
Okay.
Over here. And then at this point, I'm going to drop my 8 form on that so that Hamish and I can both ride the lift up into the shift.
Okay. Like we discussed in the combat tracker, try to drop that effect yourself. Beautiful.
Again?
How do you drop an effect?
So in the combat tracker, if you look for your character on the right-hand side, you'll see a little silhouette of a dude. And when you hover over it, it'll say effects. When you click on that, it'll give you a drop-down and further description of all the effects currently on your character. And then on the right side of the effect, you'll see a red circle with a vertical white line. And if you click that red circle twice, it'll remove the effect.
Oh, okay.
I will say, though, that I don't think it changed my character sheet back to normal.
Probably not.
So, yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Nope.
I'm going to summon
Definitely
Hamish over.
didn't.
I'm going to summon Hamish over to the lift and try to get both Hamish and I onto the ship.
Two seconds.
Just kidding. I did not mean that.
Okay, you guys load yourselves into the cage and wait.
I think you said they were trying to do the lift.
Yeah, we're trying to do the lift, the little U-shaped lift.
Oh, it's this one down here then.
Yeah, sorry.
I heard you say the lift earlier.
I was focused on you letting the animals out of the cage. So.
Gotcha.
Okay. Does Hamish want to do anything other than wait with Erdan?
He's fine, just chilling.
All right. Miss Holly.
I'm gonna look at Nick and be like, you know you love me. Intimidation check.
Go ahead and roll it.
That's true. A lot of men are really scared when a woman tells them
Yeah, he loves me.
Jesus fuck, woman.
that. why do I feel like I'm gonna walk in and she's gonna be like, Step Paladin, no, I love him.
Oh my god, I picture
I mean,
that.
is it really intimidation? Because at this point, I'm hearing persuasion going.
That it definitely sounded more persuasive, but Pam actually rolled good on a 22, so we're gonna leave it.
I'm just saying.
He-
Like she's trying to get him in a
Y-
predicament.
You still wrapped in chains. He leans in and goes, "Of course, now I do." Anything else for your turn?
Can I blow him a kiss?
Sure. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Sir Fluffy Butt. Nope. He could go into the cage if he wanted, but the cage isn't hooked up.
Could Erdan get on him and then both fit in the lift? Like riding him?
Potentially. It's not a very well constructed lift. It's pretty shambly.
I thought he was already in the lift, but then I remembered that we were going in order. I'm not sure what Sir Fluffy Butt can do.
He can impale things. He can hit things with his hooves. He can run real fast.
I don't think that's gonna do much good in this particular situation.
Holding the side of the hole. I mean,
That's 100 feet off the ground.
Yeah, and he can't fly yet.
okay, in the bottom. Jumps really high. Willie, we need your rod, man.
About to see an acrobatic unicorn.
Ed.
How high up is that rope with the hooks?
I mean, it's like almost touching the ground. It's set so that the red caps could grab it and hook it onto the cage so that the cage could be lifted. But there are 4 hooks for the one cage.
And
So
nobody
Fluffy
down
Butt be
there.
able to hook those with his mouth?
He could hook one of them per round, as opposed to something with fingers being able to do all 4 in one round.
I guess Sir Fluffy Butt's gonna hook one of those on.
Okay. Anything else?
I think that's about all he can really do.
All right.
Gonna stay close to the entrance in case he has to jump in.
You're up then, Fitz.
I am gonna float the 40 feet up so I'm at the opening.
Are you going in or are you just peering in?
I'm peering in first, like, because I'm starting to come up, my eyes are just, you know, I can just see the top of the bear's head, like his nose and up.
Okay. So you peer in. And all
Tommy, want to see a naked woman?
all you can see looking in is a singular red cap hanging out by, here's the crane, by the crane with his hand on the rope, and he's just staring into space. It would have been 30 of your 40-foot fly speed to be able to peek in, so you could still go another 10 feet and get all the way in if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm going to. And is this like? I don't see the controls for the little.
It's like a turn wheel pulley system.
I mean, where Erdan and Hamish are, that thing.
Oh, they're in a lift that's not hooked up to the rope.
So that lift's not hooked up to anything either?
Nope. It all works off the crane that you're now looking at.
Okay, so nobody's getting up right now then.
Nope.
Um,
Everybody currently in a dimensional vortex wisdom saving throw, please. Willie, you get to do it at advantage from now on. Go ahead, Fitz.
I am going to go ahead and get up into the room with the red cap.
Okay, you're able to get right there. That is your full movement.
Does he?
Your full regular movement. He does notice you. He is surprised.
Okay. Does that mean I have advantage on attacks?
No, it just means he can't do anything for his first round.
Oh. Okay. Alright, well.
I respect the advantage hustle, but man, you look for it everywhere.
I do.
That's a hit. Okay, that's your first strike. Second one misses. All right, is that it for you?
I'm gonna. Can I, as my bonus action, yell down to Erdan? Hey, might want to hook something.
Sure. Erdan, roll a perception check. I'll say with advantage because you're in combat and keeping track of what's going on.
Oh yeah, he didn't have his headphones on for that whole conversation.
You're muted, Mike. Brad.
Sorry, I heard some of what was going on.
The lift you and Hamish are standing in is not connected to the rope.
Got it.
It works on the pulley system that's being used for the cages currently.
Can I also use guidance on this before I roll?
Nope, because it's an action and we are in initiative order.
Got it. 15, I'll go with that. That's
Okay.
not so bad.
You hear him. I don't have tokens, so all these little... It's being fucking retarded, but the chamber that you entered into there, Fitz, is filled with creatures chained to the walls.
It's all like livestock type intelligence, not.
As far as you can tell at this point.
Okay, so nothing is like sitting there asking me for help.
No, not right now.
Okay, not right now.
All right. Jump back over to good old Nick. He just leans in real close to you, Miss Holly. That snake-like tongue's like working its way back and forth between left and right cheek and goes, "You're quite the catch. Glad I bagged you up."
I'm excited.
And as he says that, you hear a little popping noise.
Please specify the popping noise.
Like, I can't do it right now. I'm really good at it. Can't do it on command, but, And you catch out of the corner of your eye Michelangelo popping up on the far side of the room. Mikey, you feel that same pull you had when you got sucked into the bag, and you are now thrown out into the same room. A quick glance around, you can see Nick with his chains wrapped around Miss Holly, gently caressing her cheeks with his long snake-like tongue. Go ahead and roll initiative, Mike.
Oh shit.
Woo,
About to fuck some shit
daddy.
up.
Give me 1 second. I got a couple things I got to do here.
This is getting interesting.
Willie.
That's what they call me.
You, in your little astral prison, I'm talking while I'm working, so bear with me if my talking is off. I'm sorry. You are just feeling rough. Like you are, it feels like you have been in that astral prison for years. And just getting bombarded wave after wave after wave of storm after storm after storm. And eventually you have a moment where the storm breaks and you feel a moment and you find this energy within you that you never knew you had. And you grasp hold of it and force yourself free. And you find yourself on the deck of a ship that you've never seen before, standing face to face with your previous captain. And coming out of the astral sea, you need to go into a rage right away. With your newfound effects in tow.
I will rage. There. Okay. Here. 4 and a 6.
So you come out and feel the astral energy just like tingle on your fingertips, and you, and as you let out your roar, a bolt of lightning shoots out your chest.
Wait, hold on. Actually,
You what?
so at the level I am, I can roll twice.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm going with the 4. If I can kind of figure out how to drag these off the table. Okay, that seems to do anything. I'm going to do that with my axe, my feather axe.
Okay, so you let out your as you start to rage, and you feel the astral energy flow through your body, crackling, almost like what you've seen when Miss Holly loses control of her wild magic for a moment, and you take a breath and suck it in, and all that energy channels into your feathered axe. Go ahead and roll initiative. Beautiful. Beautiful. And with that, we are top of the order. Michelangelo, go ahead.
Yin and Yang are actual weapons, right?
Yeah, they're knuckle dusters. Brass knuckles.
Okay. So, in one fell mask off of his belt, slide it onto his face. Yin and Yang will be staying on the belt, and he'll step up to first mate Nick, and I'm going to be hitting him with unarmed strikes.
All right.
Double check something real quick. There was one of these. Okay, I gotta find it. But one of my features, because I've gotten so high as a monk, allows me to use my hand of harm and hand of healing without using my E. I'm trying to find it.
I don't remember off the top of my head which one it is.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it now.
I do remember it though, so go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I'll find it eventually. But that was my intention. Was I wanted to start using my unarmed attacks against first mate Nick.
Okay.
First one, 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
Alright. First one, 7 points of damage. Second one, 2. Now comes the key point to use flurry of blows, and these ones will have the necrotic damage on them.
All right.
Miss with the first one. Miss with the second one. With a fumble. So nothing hit on that second one.
All right, and a nat 1, so he gets a slap at you. So you... Oh, let me narrate this better. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I was pouring a new drink. You take your first 2 bops, landing solid blows, and then you swing around for your 3rd and 4th strike, and he just kind of like... And as you look at him, he kind of rears over at you, and you can see his eyes glow a fiery red. And you realize last second, something's about to fucking happen, but it's just a little bit too late. This is a dexterity saving throw thing. I don't remember if monks have something for that.
I do have a kind of monk action.
Because you did fail the dexterity saving throw, so... I don't remember if you have like it.
It's a evasion
Evasion.
The area of effects. But I do have, as part of the combat superiority from my feat, I got a parry.
Okay, so with your evasion, you can change your failure to a success. And only take half damage instead of full damage. And what about the feat now?
The feat is the material adept feat, the one that gave me the sweeping
martial adept.
superiority.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually have I took sweeping attack, and I took combat superiority.
Okay.
Parry is it gives me back some life.
Okay, so you can reduce the damage by whatever number you roll on your superiority die plus your dex modifier if you spend a die on top of your evasion. So let's...
No, the evasion is separate.
Yeah, I'm saying it's you can run them both at the same time.
Oh, yeah. Was this an area of effect thing though?
No, it's a targeted attack.
Okay, then the evasion wouldn't come into play here. Evasion.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, so you'd have to parry it then.
Yep.
Okay. So full damage 26. Half of that is 13. And you can reduce that by 4 down to 9.
Yeah. Which it automatically does.
No, because I didn't drop it on you. Because I knew we were doing weird shit. So.
Oh, well then.
There you go. Now it is. I got it. No, that's a situation I'll do shit manually for to make sure it goes through right. Okay. You got anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Erdan. Having heard Fitz call up or call down from the ship and say, "Hey, you gotta hook some shit up and then I'll pull you."
Okay. So Erdan is the crane over us or over the cage?
The crate, so you see where Fitz is there?
Yeah.
He's in the lower section of the hold above the ship that you're standing next to, and he's standing right by the opening. So the opening is like right there, and the rope is...
So it's like right by the cage where we just let those deer out.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what we're going to do this time is Erdan is going to run over to the cage and hook up the cage.
Okay. You can get those last 3 hooks on, no issue.
And he's going to motion for Hamish to come with him as they're now like running back and forth kind of thing. But he's going to motion for Hamish to join him in the cage. I'm hoping there's enough room in the cage for the both of them.
So you and Hamish will be able to get up in the cage. Sir Fluffybutt will be an independent trip.
Yeah, so we'll have to send it back down. So, yeah, the two of us will get in the cage, and I'll yell up to Fitz and tell him that we're ready.
Okay. Captain Claus feels the energy from the package that you were held in, Willie, and turns around to face you and... Son, you're stronger than I thought you were. This ought to be interesting. How'd you enjoy your time? Hamish, go ahead. Oh, he didn't need to roll the d4. You guys
Never
are...
mind. It's not that. Which way we going, friends? Where are we at?
Erdan called for him to come up to the cage here.
Okay.
And that would be his movement for the turn.
That's all he's gonna do.
Okay. Miss Holly.
I'm gonna look at my new lover, Nick, and at the same time, I'm looking at my conjo like I'm still like embarrassed right now because I don't know what to say. So I'm gonna look at Nick and say, "Can you please get me off these chains?"
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah, which more persuasive ways is possible. Oh, that ain't gonna work.
Okay. You'll see what happens if and when it happens.
What happens?
You'll see on next turn if anything happens. Is that all you want to do this round? Okay. Willie, recently released from your astral prison, your year plus in torment, seeing your previous captain who put you in that hell on the deck of a ship that you don't recognize, surrounded by red caps and 2 robotic reindeers. What are you doing?
Okay, so first of all, I'm going to describe the changes to my character physically real quick.
Oh, yes, please do.
So I had kind of like gray and red mottled skin before. Now I have like patches of purple in my skin as well. There's the tip of my red hair in some spots is like fuchsia almost. It goes to like almost a hot pink color. My eyes were almost like a steel gray before. Now they have a pink tone to them as well. And then when I'm actually raging, they sort of like glow a like bright pink color, as you can see from my token there. Yeah. So when I come out and I rage, and I'll be like, "What did you do?" And I'll like rage, and then I like see this like my axe turn into this like ethereal looking like translucent force weapon. I'm just like, I'm gonna fuck you up. And go up to Fox. Fucking hit him with this axe. I can remember how to tie.
That'll hit.
Face bitch.
12 damage.
And you know, I'm gonna use my second attack action to grab him. So what do you want for that?
Are you talking like in terms of grapple?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab him.
So it is a full action to grapple a character. You get 2 attacks, but that's because of your proficiency with your weapons. If you take the attack action, all you can do is the 2 attacks. You can't do 1 attack and then another action.
Okay, I'll just swing.
It's going to miss.
Okay.
Alright.
That'll be my turn.
Alrighty. It's everybody's a little surprised, so nothing going on there. Sir Fluffy Butt. Is he doing anything or is he just waiting?
I guess he's gonna kind of give him the side eye since they're stealing his ride from him. But he's a gracious host, so he'll let them go up first.
Alright. Red Cap 1, this is his surprise round. Well, this is all the Red Cap's surprise round. So, Fitz, you're up. That's going to hit. $18 damage. He is looking rough. He's taken, what, 2 long swords now?
3.
3? Yeah. That's enough to do it right there.
Okay. Can I use my movement to start pulling the chain?
I will say, because typically that would be an action, I'd say you can use all your movement to do half of what an action would do on it. So
How much
you,
is an action?
an action would be 30 feet of movement on it, so you'll get them 15 feet up this round.
Okay, and it's how far from the ground to this where I'm at?
Roughly 100 feet. I think it played out to about 90 for you, but we were doing some weird Pythagorean's theorem shit there, so.
So it's gonna be at least 3 turns to get them up?
Well, if you use your action, bonus action, and your movement. So if you used all 3, you'd be able to get them 70 feet. So it's going to be your next turn and a little bit of your following turn. I'd say using your bonus action this round, you get them that little bit extra. So the next turn will get them close. And then the turn after that for sure will get them in, and you'll be able to get the ropes back down.
So, just a normal action would be 30, but using my movement, it's only going to be 15.
Hold on, I'm ballparking numbers here, so let me write it down. So action. 15, 45.
I just want to make sure I understand what I'm doing. Because if I can't know what I'm doing in real life, I should at least be able to on D&D night.
Nope, absolutely, I understand. Okay, so I just wrote it down. Your action will lift it 30 feet. Using your movement to do it and your bonus action to do it will be 15 feet each. So using your movement and your bonus action this round, you got them 30 feet off the ground.
Okay, and next round, I'll be able to get them
60 feet up, which will get them to a point where they'd be able to, like, jump and crawl in safely.
Okay. Alright, just wanted to... Okay, that makes sense. I'm with you.
Yep, nope, I wrote it down, so we've got a system now. That was something I had to do on the fly.
Nope.
Alright, was that it for your turn? Movement,
yeah.
bonus, yeah, okay. Nick, hearing you, Miss Holly, ask, oh so nicely, to please unwrap the chain. He goes, well, it seems I've got a little turtle that needs to be made into a stew, so of course, my dear. And he unravels the chain from you in one fell motion. You're no longer restrained, Pam. And then he turns to face you, Michelangelo. Max, please have Yurndris roll a wisdom saving throw. They are. The best thing about low rolls, though, is there's nowhere to go but up. But Michelangelo, it's your turn. As Nick goes, yes, my dear, we'll have our moment soon, and turns and readies his chain towards you. It's your go.
Sounds like a fun time. We're gonna use that on our strike again.
With the crit.
Hey, nice.
Just standard double damage on that one.
Fair threes. Horrible, I guess. This was my second one. Another key point here. A couple more unarmed strikes. These ones will have the damage effect if I can actually hit with it.
That one hit. There you go.
5 necrotic for the hand of harm.
Yep. That it for Mikey?
That's it, unfortunately.
All right, Erdan.
All right.
You feel the cage start to lift. Anything you want to do in preparation of getting up there?
Let me see what's not fun.
Erdan, can't you fly too?
Only if, well, there's specifics for that. I have to be in like low light.
Oh,
That's
the
why
Twilight
that's,
thing.
Yeah,
that's
Twilight
that's
Cleric. There's conditions to his abilities.
I want to heal myself. It's just a matter of which one am I going to use. To be honest.
As new player guidance, I would definitely recommend Cure Wounds over Healing Word. I don't think you have anything higher than that currently.
Oh, I have a whole bunch that are higher than that. I have like.
Oh, you got Mass Cure Wounds.
Not really going to do a whole lot. I think I can probably.
Mass Cure Wounds. You would only be able to hit yourself, Sir Fluffy Butt, and Hamish.
Sir Fluffy Butt's looking still good.
Oh yeah, he's fresh.
That's what, level 5?
That is a level 5, yep.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and expend one of those slots just for that.
Okay. So yeah, that'll hit you and Hamish. So go ahead and
Drop the heal on myself.
drop it once on you and once on Hamish. Yep.
Back up to fighting now.
All right. So 15 for you, 14 for him.
Yeah, and then after he casts that spell, he's just gonna go back into prayer to Saloon, asking for her strength and laying some whoop ass on these guys once he gets up there.
All right. We jump back over to Captain Claus, who pulls this long, thin, red and white rapier out of its sheath and takes a couple swings at Willie. First one misses. Second one crits. Standard crit. FYI, that is a candy cane rapier, because this is a continuation from our Christmas special. That did 34 damage, a mixture of regular and radiant to you. And we are over to Hamish. Is he doing anything other than waiting?
No.
All right, Miss Holly, you're up.
I'm gonna use hypnotic pattern on my beautiful Nick.
So hypnotic pattern is an area effect. Give me 1 second. I just need to see if you can hit him without hitting Michelangelo.
Okay.
It is a 30-foot cube centered on a point within range. So 30-foot cube. I'll allow it.
Beautiful.
That is, you're cutting it close there, but you can just squeeze it in, dropping that pattern in the corner of the room.
Of course I can. So
Go ahead and drop the wisdom save on him.
Get me the.
Oh!
I was. Nope.
Nope, I called it before you rolled the die. The fail will stand, but roll a straight d20 for me.
Any minute now.
I'm waiting patiently.
So am I. This dice will work. Any minute now. 4 times now. Oh,
Okay.
there it works. 17.
Go ahead and drop the effect on him. So you do a quick as your fingers in your mouth work, and you bang it out into the middle of the room. Oh no, not the here. I got it. There. And as you do, Michelangelo, you see the distinct glitter of hypnotic pattern because you've seen the spell be cast before, and you just see Nick go, and become incapacitated.
Okay.
Anything else for your turn, Miss Holly?
No, she's pleased. Thank you.
All right. Willie, you're up.
Going to grapple claws here.
All right, that'll be a strength check, please. You have him grappled.
Oh, fantastic. Just great. Okay, we will go ahead and move over to here. And, I'm gonna tell him, I'm gonna be like, it's a nice sword you got there. I hope you can fly. And, that's it.
Okay. Comitius, now aware of everything going on, is going to take flight, as is Robotic Rolf. Kind of setting in a make sure there's nobody else coming pattern. Sir Fluffy Butts up. Anything for him? Jeremy, you there?
Sorry.
It's all good.
Muted. No, he's just gonna kind of be sitting there, impatiently stomping his hoof.
All right. With that, we get to Red Cap 10. They don't have a whole lot of movement, but they are up on deck. Oh, sorry. This one, Red Cap 12, hearing that recent spell, is going to open the captain's door and come into the cabin. Red Cap 2 is able to get over. He is going to put a kick on you, Willie. It's a dex saving throw, which you fail.
It's 40 feet up.
What's that?
Is he 40 feet up in the air?
Oh, he is. Thank you. I apologize. He's up in the crow's nest. He's going to start crawling down. Oh, no, he's not. Yeah, no, he is. Wrong crow's nest. My bad. Lot going on here today. This one's going to start moving towards you. As is this one. 5. Where's 5? Anybody see Red Cap 5? Did I not put him on the map?
I see it.
Oh, there he is. He is going to stand there. As he stands there, everybody feels the ship lurch a little bit as the anchor lifts off the ground and begins to move, and the ship begins to move. Six is moving in. 7 is manning a ballista. 8, 5, 10, 15, 20. He's got a kick on you. Which you succeed, so nothing happens. He runs up and tries to kick you in the shin, and you're like, get the fuck out of here. This one moves a little bit. Fitz, you're up.
I'm gonna use this turn, action and everything to get that basket up here. I'm just
Okay.
moving as fast as I can. And ready to drop it the second they're off.
Okay. I will say, yeah, I mean, it's just letting go to let the ropes drop. So it's a metal construct cave. So as soon as they jump out, it'll drop back down to the ground. All right. Nick is incapacitated. Yerndris, wisdom saving throw, please.
Come on, big money.
I'm tired of being stuck in a sack.
What you gotta say, big money, come on.
Ooh. So close.
Let's scream.
Michelangelo, you are up.
Okay, can I pull that bag from his hand without hurting or disturbing him?
Make a sleight of hand check with advantage.
Okay. Try that. Oh, big money, big money. There we go, 30-20.
You get the bag.
Alright. I pass the bag to Miss Holly.
Okay. As you reach over to pass it to her, you see the red cap coming into the room that you're in through the door. And through the door, you can see out onto the deck, and you can see a couple of other red caps and somebody that looks kind of like Willie, but different, dragging Captain Claus across the deck.
My intentions were to shove Miss Holly out the door, but since that's not going to happen, I guess I'm going to meet the red cap.
Okay.
Taking the bag was an action, I'm guessing? Or are we talking bonus action?
It was an action.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. And I can't...
Just because it required a little finesse to make sure you didn't fuck with the spell.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So, I want to step up over here.
From where you originally were?
Yeah.
Okay. So that...
There's enough movement either way.
Yeah. No, you're good.
And just say, come here, you little bastard. No, I can't, because I don't talk.
No, you can't.
I'm going to motion for the red cap to come over here.
I was gonna say make another sleight of hand check, but no, make a intimidation at disadvantage.
Okay. Even with that black mask on?
Yeah,
Intimidation.
it's not hard. It's 11 to beat. Oof. Okay. Anything else for you?
No.
All right, Erdan, you are up. You are close enough. You could climb on top of the cage and jump into the ship using 10 feet of your movement speed.
And how is that going to leave Hamish?
Hamish is going to have to either get carried by you or wait until the cage is all the way up.
Alright. Well, I am going to pick up Hamish and make that 10-foot jump.
Okay. Make an athletics check for me. Okay. Super easy DC. Just making sure you didn't hit the deck on the way. You guys are both in the deck right here. As soon as you jump, Fitz lets go of the lever wheel and the cage goes plummeting back down to the ground. You still have... What's your normal movement?
30.
30. So you still have 20 feet of movement left. As you look around, you see a number of creatures, none of them appearing to be sentient beings to you. And above, a little offset from where Fitz is, probably above right here, you see a grate.
Do I notice anything on the other side of the grate?
The sky.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes total sense. Okay. I am, for the sake of argument,
The ceiling is about 15 feet above you. 10 to 15, somewhere in that ballpark. So enough where you could jump up and touch it, but not enough
Whatever works.
Willie, you're up. What you got?
Let's go ahead. So many choices, so little time. Yeah, I will use my dash again because I have to use my movement. I will do that, and then I will go ahead and either make that guessing with my bonus action. Oh,
With the crit.
yeah.
Standard crit.
So this is going to be +5 as well. From
Yep.
you want to make that +10 because of the crit? I completely understand.
No, it's still +5, but it doubles. So it'd be 18, not 9. I got it. There you go. It's on there.
Did that double though?
Yeah, I doubled it. I put it in manually.
Because I don't think I have roll an extra dice.
Oh, for your savage attacker shit?
Yeah, so there's an extra.
So add an extra 4. Not a problem. There you go.
That's fine. I'm satisfied with that. Whatever. I'll set that up right now. Or actually, can you drag it from the other Willy sheet onto this one?
What am I dragging?
Like action instead of.
Your what?
Never mind. I have it right here. It's just not on.
Okay.
Never mind. Okay. Thank you. That's all. I'll leave my turn. Good day.
All right.
Who did we attack?
Captain Claus.
Yeah, I ran up and I hit claws with my axe.
He did a dashing charge.
Okay. Well, I was asking because it said damage to Red Cap number 5.
It did.
I definitely don't have that guy targeted, and I dropped it on claws. I don't know what was going on.
It's alright, I got it. Make sure... That would be why it didn't roll the double.
Yeah,
So we'll add another 9 to claws there. So that'd be... There you go. Okay, good to go.
okay.
Cometius is going to roll back in, landing on the deck as he does so. And lets out another one of those elk horns. Rolf comes and lands back on the deck. Doesn't do anything. Sir Fluffy Butt is in the ship.
Okay. How do I get from here, to here? Or whatever.
Oh, he said it's a great above you.
Yeah, so this grate is roughly right here. And you guys need to figure out a way to go up, move it, and through it to get up onto the top deck.
This is
That's
where they're
the only
loading
way
the
up
cages,
there?
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, well, it's not depicted there, so, I mean, that
Wait,
might be
there's
of importance.
There's a stack of cages in the back corner here.
With animals.
The animals aren't in them anymore. The animals are chained to the wall.
Okay. That paints a slightly different picture.
There you go. These are the animals. They're like leashed, so to speak. There.
Not entirely sure what Sir Fluffy Butt can do right at this moment. How tall is it from the floor we're on to the little cargo opening there?
We'll say 12 feet. Just tall enough that a standard humanoid could touch the grate by hopping a little bit, but not short enough that they can do anything without assistance. You being werebear could reach up and touch it without hopping, but it would be strenuous to try and move the grate. Basically, it would be a disadvantage check to try and push the grate out of the way, you as Fitz. Sir Fluffybutt, it could be a step stool in this situation, and that's about it. And he would have much difficulty getting out of here up onto the top deck on his own. He would need help. Or a step stool of his own.
Okay. Sir Fluffybutt is going to walk directly underneath the grate.
Okay. So that'll be, we'll say right there.
So, and then that way he is all prepped for either Erdan or Fitz or whoever to be able to just immediately, jump on his back and then climb up.
All right.
Basically what he's doing.
That it for him?
Yes, that is it for him.
All right. Red cap number 10 runs in, tries to take a kick at you, Willie. You succeed. Able to dodge out of the way a little bit. Number 12, not happy with hands, rips his sickle out of its sheath, taking the first blow at you, Michelangelo. Coming down with this second one at Miss Holly. Realizing he missed, doubling back on his third one towards Miss Holly, missing again. Red cap number 2, 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, no, he's up in the crow's nest. That's right. He finishes his way down the crow's nest and steps just a little bit off the mast. He's still over here. He's still over here. Number 3... 10, 15, 20, 25. Runs up to take a kick at you. You nat 20'd 2 saving throws in a row. Good job. I guess.
That's how easy it is to move out of the way of these guys.
Let's see if you can nat 20 a third one. You dirty 20'd it. Red cap 5 pulls that lever again, and everybody feels the ship lurch even a little bit more. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw for me. Ooh. Oh, I thought that was a 1. Damn your dice and me not being able to read their numbers. Everybody includes Sir Fluffybutt and Hamish, please. Dexterity saving throws. Erdan gets a +5, so you actually rolled a 12. Just missing Yerndris and Pam.
Give me a second. Swapping between character sheets is very hard.
Nope, I got you.
Huh?
You're good.
Why does Erdogan get a +5?
Because you're within 10 feet of Fitz, and one of his auras is you get +5 to saving throws.
Oh, Fitz, you big teddy bear, you.
Pam, we're going to go off your first throw because you rolled it 3 times. Either way, all 3 of them would have failed. As the ship lurches, you lose your footing and get dropped prone.
Right.
Let's see, 6, 10, 20, 5, 7. He's staying on the ballista for the moment. Number 8 is up. He's fucking with the sails. Number 9's fucking with the sails. Fitz, you're up. So, based on what I previously said, the way this will work is standing on the ground. If you try to move the grate, it'll be at disadvantage. If you step up onto Sir Fluffybutt's back, it'll be a regular throw, but Sir Fluffybutt will have to make a strength saving throw to make sure he can support your weight. Not a super high DC, but still a DC nonetheless.
Who does that do advantage? So that'd be a 19 for his strength.
Oh yeah, he's able to hold you up. So go ahead and make a strength check as Fitz to see if you move the grate. You move it. So the grate is now offset to the left, about right there. You can use your remaining movement, half of your movement, to pull yourself up, and then move the remaining half if you wish.
Okay. Yes. Then I will settle myself right here next to Commentatious.
Cometius. But yes, yep, you can definitely get there.
Alright. Then
With a nat 1. I'm here for it. Cometius gets an attack of opportunity on you. Why was that at advantage?
not prone, I don't think.
I don't know. What did I drop for? Does a 14 hit you?
No.
Okay, then he missed.
Then I will do my second attack.
Nat 1 again. He already used his reaction, though, so no attack of opportunity this time. You critically hit an ally with a bake attack. If this action is impossible, your original target gains an action point. I don't know what an action point is, but we're going to call that as he gets another attack of opportunity. See, now it rolled at normal this time. 23 does hit. That is some bludgeoning damage for you. 21 of it to be specific. Anything else for your turn?
Is he attacking me with a magical weapon?
He is attacking you with himself, and he himself is magical. So, sure.
Okay, just checking.
Oh, because of the lycanthropy. Yep, nope, I got you. Anything else for you?
No, that's embarrassing enough.
All right, Yerndris, you're up. Back from the void.
Back from the dead. First he is gonna call out and yell Hamish, and then run, not run, but like walk off the table Don't know why the fuck he's on a table. That's fun. And then he's gonna. Is is Mikey holding onto the red cap?
My hands are on his chest. I'm not technically holding.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I did whisper, "Go," to both of you.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do that.
For the record, next week, Max, Hamish did not hear you.
Lame.
Well,
Okay.
I
Well, I'm gonna
I
really
rolled a
watch
die
him.
on it. He got a 10 with a +7. So, all right. What are you up to?
Trying to see if I smack this red cap with my battle axe. Will I injure Mikey in the process?
No.
Okay. Then
Not
I'm
grappled.
going to.
He's just like got his hands out. He's not like grabbing on or draping over or anything. You could definitely come with an outside swoop and bang on him
Okay.
twice.
Very cool. I'm gonna do that then.
First one hits. Seven damage, and you get a second attack. Also hits. Another 5 damage. You got a bonus action for us?
Don't want to use it yet, so no.
All right. Well, with that, we are top of the order, and it is 12:01, so that is it for tonight. I know, Eric, super disappointing when you got a plan and we run out of time before you get to it. I saw that look. But as always, thank you everybody for coming to watch the stream. Super appreciate it. We will pick up the combat here next week and see how it plays out on Captain Claus's ship, and it's moving, so we'll see, and it's on fire, so we'll see what y'all have to do with that. Make sure y'all stop in and catch our new stream starting this Sunday, a new campaign called Waters of the Deep, and make sure you like, follow, subscribe, all that shit. Get your friends to do so, because when we hit 50, we are doing a $50 gift card giveaway. Other than that, thank you everybody for coming to watch, and we will see you next week. Bye.